Hello, YouTube. It's Jose Santana again, coming to do another e-cigarette mod review. Today it'll be on the Joyetech evic. This thing's got a lot of cool features. It's got a really nice screen. This thing will tell you the date and time. It's got so many features. We won't be able to go through them all, but it's just really cool. I mean, there's the time, there's the date. I mean, this thing is just awesome. It even spells out the whole word Wednesday. It's pretty cool. It's got all these cool features. Unfortunately, it's not the best I've had. Oh, my old faithful, the first review that I did on eSigma, which was on my iJoy eTop. That thing produces like mad's amount of vapor. It's awesome. This thing right here, top is 11 watts on the wattage. On volts, it goes up to 5 volts. Not good, especially if you're using any kind of tank like a Pro Tank 3, any kind of dual coil tank. I've noticed that it's not great. It feels weak when you take the drag on it. It's really weak. You're not getting that much vapor. So I went into my drawer where I have my old tanks for my original e-cigs that I bought when I first got started. So I got this EVOD tank on it. It's a single coil. The ohms on this thing is like, let's see here. What are the ohms? The ohms are 2.4 ohms. That's another cool feature about this thing. You put on a tank, it gives you the ohms every time. Unfortunately, like on my Pro Tank 3, I can move it all the way up to 11 watts. And on this one, it won't let me go up past 10.4. It's like that's the most it's going to let me hit this thing at. The good thing about this particular one is it gives me good amount of vapor. Gives me tons of good vapor coming out of this thing, out of this tank. It's like I said, it's a cheap little tank. This thing was $10, and I bought it when I first started vaping 9 months ago. When I got this tank, I had a little Vision spinner that went up to, I believe, 4.2 volts, which wasn't bad. It worked with this particular tank, and I noticed I brought it back out, and it works with this mod real good. I really do like the evic. I think it's just awesome. It's state of the art. It's got so many features. This thing is just awesome. It's on firmware 1.4. It's pretty cool. Unfortunately, I've noticed with the computer, with my particular computer, it doesn't, when I plug it in to see if I can maybe check if there's a newer firmware, it doesn't read it. Maybe I need to get a newer computer. I just plugged it into mine, and mine, it doesn't want to work with it. So I haven't been able to do anything with it on the computer. I would like it to be able to go on the computer so I can, mess with it, register it, because it does have a point here where you could put in here, you can see the user, and it says Mr. on it, but it doesn't have a name, and I can't program my name onto it on the unit itself. You got to program it into the computer once you get it registered with Joyetech. It's a pain in the ass, but like I said, I'm going to give a little drag on this thing, a little toke. It works. It's cool. I like it with this tank on it. I haven't done any rebuildables yet. I haven't tried any yet, so I'm gonna have to get in there and start looking around to see what other tanks I can get that'll work good with this mod. it's way too expensive for me just to put it away and not use it. So I'm going to use it. I use this one and I use my other one. You know, it's cool. Like I said, it's like the iPhone of mods. It's got all these features. It's really cool. But when it comes down to the actual performance, I think it is like the iPod, like the iPhone. The iPhone was so cool when it came out. It had all these features. When it boils down to it, it sucked. I didn't care for it. You know, an Android device for me was much better, and you know, opened up a whole lot of other things when it came down to cell phones. But this is what this reminds me of. You know, I saw it when I first started vaping. It was $160 at the vape store, at one of the vape stores. I don't want to say which one. And it was like just out of grasp. And it was too much money for me to want to pay for it. I looked online for it. Same thing online. I think the cheapest I saw it was for like $120. And I didn't want to wait for it, you know, through internet sales or anything like that. It just, sometimes it takes too long. Sometimes you're there waiting for something for too long. I ordered a ProTank 3 on a particular website, and it took 2 months to get to me, which really sucked. So I'm not doing that anymore. So I just go to the vape stores and I pick what I want and I get it there right there and then. I got this thing on sale at one of the vape stores. The only thing I'm thinking is maybe the newer one is going to come out, maybe a better, you know, Joyetech. Maybe you know how it goes when, you know, you buy something at a lower price. That means the next thing is going to come out, just like the iPhone. Once the original iPhone, the iPhone 4 was coming out, and then they just went ahead and dropped it like ridiculously, the price. So I mean, I got this thing out the door for $85, and it also came with a ProTank 3. You know, they had a sale, really good sale, so I got it. I picked it up. Like I said, it's cool and everything. It's just doesn't give me the performance I want with the other tanks. With my ProTank 3, I even got an S Clear 30, and they're both dual coil tanks, which work really good on my other mod, which is my iJoy E-Top. I always get that mixed up. But, you know, you get the point. You know, this thing, I use both of them. I like them both. I just have to use this tank for now until I find me another tank. And when I do, I find another tank that works well with this thing, that gives me the amount of vapor that I want out of it, the satisfying feeling that you get when you inhale the right amount of vapor. I have noticed, you know, when I was smoking, you know, every hit was satisfying. You know, with this thing, it's not like that at all, unless you have the right tank on it. And this little cheap EVOD tank works perfect with it. Like I said, it's got a whole bunch of features. Let's see if I can get you into there you go. You see, like the menu, you turn right to go down or left to go up, or same thing, vice versa. It's, like I said, it's pretty cool. It's got a whole bunch of features. You know, it's got a calendar. You can put your date on it. You can put the time on it. You can put what day it is on it. It's pretty awesome. You can also turn the screen from this black and green look to green and black. Let's see. There's a feature called. All right, you go to. No, that's not it. Where is it? Oh, okay, you go to. It's called inverse. Let's see if you get up. Inverse. You push it. You turn it on. The screen is now like this. You know, the backflow is white, and then or green or whatever color it is. I'm colorblind sometimes, but I don't like that. I don't think the screen looks good that way. So I turn it back to the original look, which to me looks cool. I'm going to give it one last toot, and then I'm going to say goodbye. Like I said, it works really well. It's just you got to get the right tank for it. Good amount of vapor. Oh, one other thing before I cut out. When you push the button to take the vape, you notice how it counts the seconds. That is a pretty cool feature as well. Once you get to 10, it'll give you this warning right about here. You see it right there? Over 10 seconds, protected. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, like I said, it's pretty cool when you can read something on the screen of your e-cigarette mod. All right, folks. Well, I hope I was informative today. We'll see y'all later. You have a good night.